You had a situation at a French Montana video shoot, right?
Oh shit! You did your homework, man.
Can you go in about that?
Yeah, but can we pause here for a second? I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, and we'll come back with that.
But yeah, so you had a situation at a French Montana video shoot, right? Can you go into that? What happened?
What do you know about it? What did you see? What did you hear?
I don't know anything about it. I just know that that you had got
Nah. So look, here's what happened. Pretty much, shout out to French, by the way. Shout out to French, my nigga Max, Zach, Mitch, Penthouse Pete, the Coke Boys, Hank, etc. Man, Weezo. If I leave anybody out, my fault. Mitch, I said already. So yeah, man, rest in peace, Chinks. How about that? We gotta start with that because they was recording the video for Off the Rip, which was a record. Was it? It featured Chinks, right? Yeah, Off the Rip featured Chinks, but he had already passed. So, you know, me and but we didn't get into this yet, but this is probably something we should touch. My brother Gabi Acevedo. Gabi, that's my partner. That's my brother. He's the one who taught me the game. He's the one who said, Poe, you should be a manager. You know what I mean? He schooled me on everything. I met him. Let's sidetrack a little bit because there's a good story right here, and this is an important story.
Okay.
So I met Gabi, right? We was at you remember Bodega Bams?
Yeah.
So I used to run with them a lot. You know what I mean? Help them out. You know, make sure everything was on the up and up. You feel what I'm saying? So they had a record called Don Francisco featuring French Montana. So that video shoot, they were shooting the video, and shout out my man Spiff. Spiff was there too. Spiff TV. I don't know if you're familiar with him. Long story short, I had heard of Gabi, you know what I'm saying, for a long time because you know who Gabi is? You familiar with him?
No.
Gabi, he's from the days from Loud Records. He used to be street team, you know what I mean? Part of
Okay.
He was managing French Montana at the time. He managed him for a long time. He discovered Mike Towers. He used to manage Diego Calderon, etc. He's somebody in the industry, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I pull up with Bams and them to this video shoot with French, but I pull up with Bams. So we there, and all of a sudden I run into Gabi. So I'm like, yo, what's up, Gab? Pleasure to meet you, brother. You know, I heard a lot of good things about you. I'm a fan of everything you've done for the industry and our people. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, Poe? This is what fucked me up. He's like, Poe Rilla? He's like, yo, I've been looking for you, bro. Where the fuck you been at? I've been trying to sign you forever. Mind you, this was already when I had made up my mind. I bought the shop already. You know what I'm saying? So I told him my whole life story and what led up to me making the decision that I'm going to fall back a little bit, buy the shop, and then I'll come back to the music. So he seen how I was moving, and he already knew about me in the street. So he's like, yo, bro, why don't you just start managing these kids? And, you know how to move. You know how to keep them safe. You know how to keep them away from the dumb shit. You got a good head on your shoulders. You know, you carry yourself a certain way. He's like, yo, whatever you need, I got you. Ever since that day, that man never let me down. You know what I mean? And to this day, right now, 2024, this was, 10 years ago? Nowadays, we're partners. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of great shit going on.
Wow.
So salute to him, man, for giving me a shot and for believing in me and seeing something in me that I probably didn't, you know? So, yeah, so that was that. So what was the question then again? So now we could go fast forward.
Right. So the question is, You had a situation at a French Montana video shoot. Can you go into what happened with that?
Right. So that day, I believe, yeah, Gabi had told me, yo, we doing a video, pull up. So I pull up. I was in the truck. I had my black truck. I think it was a Tahoe or something back then. Um, Shooting a video. Matter of fact, Gabi was there with Mike Towers. Shout out Mikey Towers. He was there. So all of a sudden, these mad people start showing up. Nori, Bus, the whole New York. This was in East New York, behind the Western Beef, 75th Precinct. I don't know if y'all know, but the 75th Precinct, and I ain't know this until after the fact. That movie came out about them and all that. You ever seen that movie about this shit and all that? The 75th? Look
Nah.
it up, bro, because that is real. So, shooting a video, right? Started early, probably, like around what, 1, 2 o'clock. I'm there from like the beginning. So they tell me, yo, throw this shirt on. I changed my white shirt. I had a white tee on. They gave me a rest in peace chain shirt. So, I do what I do. The way I move is always militant, bro. So I got 2 of my guys with me. And I'm just making sure French is good the whole time. My eyes always on French. You know what I mean? So a lot of New York individuals start showing up. Dory, Bus, street individuals, etc. Long story short, all of a sudden, that shit gets rushed. Police. There's only one way in. It was like a dead end. It was like the back parking lot. There was no way out. Just like an open gate where that's how we got in. And then, yeah, that was the only way out. All of a sudden,
Wow.
niggas start tossing shit. Blah, blah, blah. I start hearing click, 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 shit in the floor. Mind you, my truck was being used as the audio for the video. I had all my doors open and the music blasting. So the playback was my truck. You know what I'm saying? So the cops come to me and they're like, yo, can we search your truck? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I don't got no problem. I don't got shit. You know what I'm saying? They search it. Nothing in there. Cool. All of a sudden, a cop comes and he stands right next to me. He's like, yo, what's this on the floor? I look. I'm like, yo, it's a bag. I said, it's a bag, like a plastic, like a black plastic bag. I said, it's a bag. It ain't mine. It's a bag. He's like, what's in the bag? I said, I have no clue. Like I said, motherfuckers was tossing shit. You know what I'm saying? Before, you know what I mean? So I guess where I was standing wasn't the ideal place, right? So I said, yo, I don't know what's in that bag. I'm like, why don't you tell me? Long story short, there's a gun in the bag. Allegedly, right? So what do? I'm like, shit. Long story short, Gabi comes to talk to everybody, like even French. Yo, you ain't do nothing. What y'all doing? Y'all bugging. Even Nori, you know what I'm saying? Like me and Nori to this day, when we see each other, that's the first thing he laughs at. Like, yo, bro, remember this, that, and the third? We just start reminiscing. He locked you up at the video shoot. Whatever. So my thing was I knew it wasn't mine, right? So I'm like, yo, I start talking my shit right away. I called my lawyer while I'm in the back of the car, the cop car. I'm like, yo, listen, man, they got me. They're trying to say this gun is mine and it ain't mine. Get your ass over here. Do what you got to do. Call them up. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Do your job. So they locked me up, though. They take me, well, not just me. They took like 7 people, you know what I mean, for possession of firearms. Just so happened mine wasn't on my person. It wasn't mine. Sorry. What I just said was not mine, but what they were charging me with was on the floor. So what I started telling my arresting officer, I'm like, listen, bro. I said, yo, you better do your fucking due diligence. Check the fingerprints on the gun, on every single bullet, on that bag. And I bet you don't see my shit. And that's going to be your job. because I'm coming for you guys. I said, I ain't no regular degular dude. Like, my lawyer's on his way up here. Y'all gonna have problems. So it ain't seemed to phase them at the moment, you know what I'm saying? So they take me. I'm in a cell with big ass Max. I don't know if you guys know Max. Max is French security. This dude is like 6'15". That's how tall he is. You know what I'm saying? And he's big as shit. And we in the holding cells, bro. Like, fuck, whatever. So, and you know what's crazy? Since the Chink situation had just happened, they kept making us miss the bus to go to court. So you know how you go through central whatever bookings, and then you go see the judge, and then whatever happens. This shit took like a whole 2 days for no reason. But why they was doing that? Because they wanted us to get questioned by the head homicide detective for Chinks. So he shows up, they drag us out. They're like, yo, they say my name, they come get me, come upstairs. I'm like, what the fuck going on? So, but I noticed they were doing it to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Whoever I was, that got locked up with me. So then I get into this office upstairs, and the office is like, I'm such and such. I'm the head investigator for, this, that, and the third. And he's like, would you like to, do you know anything? You haven't? I said, listen, I don't know nothing. I said, my lawyer's on his way. Bring me back downstairs. I got nothing to say. I said, I don't know nothing. So they took me back down. And then right before everybody else about to go to court, my arresting officer comes down to me with a piece of paper and says, we're dropping this charge on you, the gun charge. I had a pill on me, a perk. So that's why I had to stay and go through the motions. And I went to see the judge, but they dropped the possession charge for the firearm, which I never had. Yeah. So, wow. But my name still came out in the newspaper, all types of shit for that, for firearms possession, which I never had.
Did you get the charge dropped on the perk?
Nope. It was like a fine. They gave me like a stupid ass fine. So paid that shit and got up out of there.